What's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And this morning we have a guest all the way from the great state of Colorado. This gentleman, as you can see by the description, is making massive moves, even though he's in college with his online biz. Ben, welcome to the show, buddy.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you're welcome. We're really live now, man.
Sounds good.
I joked with Ben a second ago, popped on and said we're live, but we weren't really live. Sometimes, it's just the dad in me, the dad jokes. Ben, does your dad have similar
Oh
corn?
yeah. Oh yeah. My dad always had those. You have to make them if you're a dad.
Yeah. I used to be cool at one time in my life, but it dissipates and then you don't realize you aren't cool anymore.
Oh yeah.
You think you're cooler than you are is kind of, I guess, how it happens. It's how I feel. And then I kind of look around and I'm just kind of like, wow, that was awkward, you know? So, yeah, kind of like right now, you know what I mean? No, I set that up like that. I did that on purpose.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, so what led you online, brother? I mean, what brought you ultimately to Legendary? How did you find us? Give us a brief nutshell version of how you got started and how you fumbled or stumbled upon and found us.
Yeah. So basically, I think it was about, I want to say like 5 or 6 months ago, probably. I think I just found you guys on Instagram with someone just talking about the 15-day challenge. I am in.
How everybody finds us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm in college and I'm studying business, and I was kind of looking at an opportunity where I could kind of do something myself, do something on the side maybe. So I just saw this guy talking about the 15-day challenge, and he was like, "It's only $7," and I was honestly at that point like, really, like, what do I have to lose at this point? Like, might as well just try a 15-day challenge for $7. And I absolutely loved it. Went through the whole challenge, and it was amazing. So that's kind of how everything started, just from Instagram.
So now, like, how are you still on the same path in college? Has it derailed your plan? I mean, how are things different in terms of your outlook on life and business than they were before?
So it has derailed my plans a little bit. I always kind of knew that I wanted to have my own business or kind of be my own boss. That was always kind of my vision. But my parents really pushed me. They're like, just go to college, get a degree, at least have that as kind of a fallback plan. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll go to college. So my goal, this is my last semester starting this month. So my goal would be by the end of this semester to kind of have the online business be making me enough money where I could just do it full time. If that will happen or not, I don't know. I might have to get a job and still do this part time until I'm able to build it up enough. But that would be my ultimate goal. And I just didn't really think it was possible before taking the challenge that I could do it myself. I saw other people doing it, but I was like, could I really do it? I'm not sure. And then after going through the challenge, taking the trainings and kind of actually taking action on things, I'm like, hey, I could really do this. This is a real possibility for me. I could actually, make this happen, and it could be a real thing for me.
Yeah. So that must feel, exciting and also maybe even a little bit scary. I don't know. You tell me. How does that feel?
It's mainly exciting. Yeah, I mean, it is in some sense scary, but more than anything, I'm just excited to kind of get after it and keep going. I've had some decent results already. And it's exciting when you get your first sale online. I still remember it. It was only like $18, but I was like, hey, this actually works. I could actually do this. So it's just exciting to just know that the business model actually works and that you can actually have legitimate success with it if you're just willing to work at it. So I'm just excited to just keep going down it and keep learning and just figuring out how to keep building it up.
Yeah. Yeah. How are things different for you after you made that first sale? What did that do to your belief level, or what did that do to you mentally?
For me personally, I mean, it changes everything because in the past I had tried taking online courses and doing different things to make money online. Like I think I did like an e-commerce course and I paid a lot of money for it. And it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I think what it does for you when you get your first sale online is it solidifies the belief that it's actually possible for you to do it, especially as a complete beginner without really any prior experience. I still remember I was actually on my way to work. I still remember it. And I got the email that I had made a sale. And then, it wasn't a lot of money, but even if it's not a lot of money, the fact that you can get a sale proves that the business model works, and it does solidify your belief that, hey, I can do this. This business works. And it also encourages you to keep going. Like in those times where maybe you're not making a lot of sales, or, things just aren't going so well for you, you're kind of struggling with things. It gives you encouragement to be like, hey, this works. I just got to kind of push through the bad stuff to get to the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And have you just gotten one sale, or have you gotten 2 sales or more?
I've gotten more sales. Yeah. So
Just checking. What is some of the bad stuff that you've had to push through?
I mean, just for excuse me, just for me personally,
COVID?
I never was really experienced with social media.
Are you sick there, or was that just a minor little cough?
I was sick like a little bit ago, so I think I'm still just kind of getting over it.
You have the vid?
No, I don't think I have it.
It was just something else. You had like a little cold or something?
Yeah, just a little cold or something like that.
Yeah, good for you. All right, back to the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of
So for me personally, like I had never really, I guess, been into social media or thought that I could use social media as a way, like promote products or use it actually to build a business. So for me, the hard part was actually learning, especially with TikTok, like actually learning how to create content. And then, I had a lot of videos that just, flopped. And I'm like, what the heck? And I don't think a lot of people actually realize that social media is like a learned skill. Like you can actually learn how to do social media and actually learn how to consistently market to someone. So I think it was using social media and kind of my wording on my marketing and how to use that, and just experimenting with different things and seeing like, what are people responding to? What are people not responding to? So just kind of, trial and error, just to kind of see and figure out what's working, what's not working. How do I create content? How do I, create a good message that people relate to? So just kind of figuring out that whole side of things.
I think that's a powerful statement that you just said, that social media and marketing, basically, but just sticking with that specific point, social media is a learned skill. Like, you're not just born as a social media influencer or somebody.
Yeah.
You're not just gifted 100,000 subscribers. The majority of everybody, actually everybody, I don't know a single person who started out marketing using social media who was good at first, like who was legitimately knew what they were doing. It is a learned skill, and I think the hurdle is first of all, understanding that everybody starts at 0 followers. And then the second hurdle is asking or believing that I can do it. And you've mentioned a couple of little milestones so far that you've personally used to keep going. The first was getting started with a training, going through the training, really taking it in and getting excited about it. The next was taking action, getting your first sale. That was another big milestone you said that gave you a lot of motivation. Now, as you've gotten these first few validating sales and you've made, I don't know how much money you've made because I wasn't told at first, but I assume you've done okay, fairly well so far, enough to be on the show, enough for us to reach out to you. What are you now focused on learning or developing, or what phase of the business would you say that you're in now?
Again, since my struggle was in social media, I would say that's mastering that skill. Like as we learn about marketing and we learn how to do things like email marketing, I look at my like things like, not to get technical, but my click-through rates and things of that nature, and those are all pretty good, and I know that what I'm promoting, the education I'm promoting, that's fantastic. So I know I have something great that I'm promoting. I know that I have good systems in place. So it's just a matter of me for now. I just need to get that message out there.
Mhm.
That's really what I need to focus on. I know everything else in the business is where it needs to be. So for me, it's just going to continue to kind of hammering away at social media and
Yeah.
just kind of study it and learn, okay, what's working, and then look at other people, who are doing kind of similar things to me, who are doing better than me, and saying, what are they doing?
Mm.
Why are they ahead of me? How can I kind of learn from them, imitate them, and learn the skills that they have that maybe I don't? So it's just kind of, I think it's just that same thing of just kind of staying focused on just getting that message out there, communicating it clearly, and just again using social media to do that.
Mm. Yeah. Um, you just dropped a major nugget, and I want to point it out. And that was that you are taking ridiculous personal responsibility for your success. You know and have confidence. You're not second guessing the sales funnel of the product that you're promoting or the product that you're promoting. You're not second guessing your autoresponder and the technology because you set it up one time, you tested it, and usually when you have a problem, it's very rare that systems or software breaks down. So you've set those pieces in place. And now your total focus and attention is creating content that is better, is more entertaining, is more educational, goes viral. Your total focus is on you rather than second guessing what you're promoting and resetting up and checking your funnels and stuff like that. That's what I hear, that you're focusing on one thing, which is creating more comma better content. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. And I think that's a big nugget because so many of us get started and then we just are indecisive, second guessing things instead of saying, you know what, let me really hone in on one thing. And you know what the truth of the matter is, Ben, is that for a long time, if not forever in this business, that's really what it's all about, especially if you're doing affiliate marketing. If you're doing affiliate marketing, the beautiful part is you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to set up the funnels and the technology in the back office and create products and film things. You just have to focus on the front end traffic source. And there's so many powerful traffic sources, starting with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I mean, those are just, with those three video platforms. Now you've got Pinterest, you can repost your videos on as well. I mean, you've got an assortment of platforms that you can take one piece of content and you can drive legitimate traffic to like never before. And so, I think that your eye is in the right place. I think you've got your eye on the right ball instead of 15 balls trying to play 15 different sports. And I'm looking forward to where this goes for you. What advice would you give yourself if you knew what you know now, Ben, to yourself when you were just starting out?
Um, Start sooner. I
Mm,
think I think like you just kind of said, people, especially with like things online, there's so many ways to make money online. Whether it's being an affiliate or whatever, being a coach or consultant or whatever you want to do. There's so many different ways to make money online that I think sometimes people almost do like an analysis by paralysis kind of thing, where they
yeah.
just get so overwhelmed. One person's telling them you should do this. This is the best thing. Another person's telling them, no, do this. This is the best thing. Another person is doing and saying, no, this is the best thing because I had success with it.
Mm,
What I recommend to people is that just pick one thing. Pick one thing and just decide that one thing is what you're going to go all in on. And you're just going to start. This, like I said, this is a proven business model. It works over and over and over again for the people who are willing to do the work, who get the proper education and get the proper training. You just have to be willing to go and do that work, and you have to be willing to, put in the effort. And like I said, push through the failures and frankly, just be a little uncomfortable. Like I was super uncomfortable when I first started posting on social media.
yeah.
I was like, I feel so awkward in front of the camera. No one's going to listen to what I have to say. So I would say just start and surround yourself with good people and a good community who are going to help you and care about you, and just go for it.
Yeah.
And the thing I thought about, it's like most people that are looking for an opportunity like this, they're already in a place where typically, they're not making the money they want to make, or they hate their job. And frankly, they're kind of miserable, or they're just not happy with where they're going to be. It's like let's say you go out and you try a new business opportunity, and let's say you fail. What's the worst that could happen? You're just going to be in the same miserable place that you already are at. Nothing's really going to change for you. Or everything could change for you, and you could start this business and you could get really successful, and you could have a life, in a year, 2 years down the line that you never imagined beforehand. So I would say just stop over analyzing it and just go for it.
Well, brother, I'm going to leave it right there. That was so well said and so articulate and so just sensical. We've got your TikTok profile up here for people to go and follow you and support you. And I hope that you'll come back here in maybe a month or two and let us know how you're doing and show us where you're at then.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Dave.
All right, Ben, we'll talk to you later, my brother.
All
Keep
right.
up the good work, man.
Okay, take care. Bye.
All right, my friends. Man, just solid, succinct, clear advice from somebody who's new, who's just getting started, who's still focused on something else, going to college, but like somebody said, is wise beyond his years, sees what he needs to do, and is clear about it. So please go give Ben a follow at TikTok, Ben W, the affiliate. And my friends, we will see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Be legendary. Get out of here and have a great Thursday. See you.